Hi Taurus, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your April 5th through the 12th tarot check for all Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So I want to thank you all for subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing my videos. I so appreciate the engagement with me and my channel, and I'm having a lot of fun, and it's just great to stay connected to all of you. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and if you want to hit the bell, you'll be notified when new videos are posted, which is about once a week. So we are doing a April 5th through the 12th tarot check. Lost control of the cards just a touch. But then next week I'll do a mid-month check, and I think I'm going to do a quarterly check. So that'll be for May, June, July, and August, just to give us a few months out and see what will be coming up in our summer season here. So here we go. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for Taurus. And we're going day by day, you guys. So we start with Sunday with the Three of Wands. Monday is the Page of Wands. Tuesday, the Three of Cups. Wednesday, you've got the King of Swords. Thursday, you have Temperance. Friday, you have the Ten of Wands. Saturday, you have the Page of Cups, and then Sunday, you have the Two of Wands. Are you dealing with the fire sign? Oh my God, and at the bottom, you have the Emperor. I do like to give you the two at the bottom. I'll give you the Knight of Wands too, just because it's like the Emperor is Aries energy, but this could be Aries, Leo, Sag, if you're dealing with any of those, because my gosh, you have like practically every day here. You have Temperance, which is Sagittarius. You have the Emperor, which is Aries. You start off here with the Three of Wands. And this is all about, you know, it's kind of like it's not too late to turn back. You are moving forward in a situation, but it's very slow going. So if you are involved with an Aries romantically, excuse me, not just Aries, with a fire sign, so it could be Leo or Sagittarius too. If you're involved with a fire sign romantically, I do see it going forward, or if you have been, because you have two cards representative of an ex coming back in this, but it's very strong because they're bringing offers to you. So I definitely question that. If you've dated somebody in the past, I do think they're coming back around. It's possible too that they could have a rising sign that's a fire sign. But again, with this Three of Wands here, this is about, like I said, it's about moving forward. But it's also like kind of like waiting on someone or something. And, you know, you're realizing that you're going into something, but like I said, there's still time to turn back. It's also too about like just seeing there are hints of progress and change around you, but there's a little bit of confusion with it. So Monday, you get a little more guidance. Things get clearer as the week goes on. And with this Page of Wands, he's definitely somebody who inspires people. Very uplifting card, a very fun energy to have around you. And it's really about like, you know, kind of like being the center of attention here, whether you are trying to do that or not. I do think, like I said, there's going to be action, because wands are all about action. You know, wands don't just sit still. So there's definitely, you've got the Page and the Knight coming in, and the Knight like races in. The Page is a little bit more playful and kind of fun. Could be somebody younger than you too. You know, in terms of work-related stuff too, I do think you're going to be doing some things differently at work. I wonder if you might have some younger staff who are going to be exiting that workplace. You know, for a lot of us, after April 6th, you know, when the dust settles, you're going to look around and see fewer people around you in the workplace. It's just a reality. So whether it's downsizing or they actually leave because they realize they're not happy doing what they're doing. I don't think it's going to be you, but I do think you're going to have some people around you who exit. So Tuesday, again, this is all about reunions, and this is where I feel like you have somebody who is coming back from the past. I think they've been watching you, and I think they've been doing it in ways that are just kind of odd, like they realized you were on Venmo, and they're looking at your transactions because you're out doing everything publicly, so they can see everybody you've given money to and for what and why. And it's just stuff like that where it's like, and especially too with that Knight of Wands coming in, I think that it's that kind of energy where they're trying to figure out how they can kind of come back around in a less obvious way. Like they're almost figuring out what your patterns will be when you can go back to being out and about and in the public. So it's a celebratory energy though. I feel like for those of you that this person's coming back into your life, they're fun and they're fun to be around, and they needed to grow up a bit. I think you were the leader in the relationship, and they were kind of just out and about and kind of on the town and having fun and not grounded enough for you, and that was part of the problem. But they see that, and it's going to be really a matter of how much have they grown up. So Wednesday here, we have the King of Swords here, and I do feel like you're going to be getting some direction. This feels more like work to me, where you're getting some direction. Like I said, some people are going to be cutting out, whether they're downsizing or they're actually just going to not come back. And I think, again, in your position, you will be safe, and it may create a situation where there's more work for you. And that can yield more money though too, you know, so for some of you where there's a competitive edge in getting accounts and things like that, you're going to be getting more accounts. But you know, again, you need to kind of look at that and evaluate, am I really happy here? So maybe in the next year or something, you may decide too, this was good financially, but I'm not sure I'm going to stay there forever. So this is Thursday. You have, again, Sagittarius energy here. But this is all about kind of going with the flow. So by the end of the week, you're kind of into a nice routine and feeling good about just how things are settling in and getting used to, you know, some of the things that seem so foreign. You're getting more and more decisions made, so things are becoming clearer. And it's just a very good time to, you know, be able to stay in the now. You know, we want to get out of the outcome business, because that's when we start to get anxiety, is when we're into the outcome business too much. This too can be the card of the alcoholic. So I would also say too, for some of you, just kind of be careful with the drinking. There was something on the news about the increase in alcohol sales during this quarantine. And so be careful about that. You know, get on Planet Fitness Facebook page and do some of their workouts, because I believe those are open to anybody if you're not out and about and moving yourself around, so that you have things to do and some structure. You know, by Friday, I feel like you do have a little bit of a burden here. And I think some of it is just the people around you are kind of negative. And this is where, again, I feel like this is not the person who wants to get back with you. This is different energy. This is like the work stuff, where I feel like some of the people around you are having a hard time with this, and you might not have direct contact with them, but it's like through emails and stuff, and it's very burdensome feeling. It's like, oh God, just be glad you have a job is kind of like your energy, but they're complaining about things and not being grateful. And again, I think that's going to lead to them being out the door. So my suggestion there would be let whirling dervishes whirl. Just let them whirl right out the door. You do not have to participate in something that you know is not good for you or anybody else. And the other thing is too, sometimes people, you know, you see them and you go, oh, they're making a spectacle of themselves. I'm just going to observe from over here. Again, you do have an offer. This is also a law of attraction card. So if you are hearing that there's an ex that is interested, or they're thinking about you a lot, they haven't done anything yet, because I feel like there's been some silence there for quite a while. Know that they are thinking about you, and you know, if you want to attract them back, the best thing that you can do is sit down and you can script it. You can write almost like a movie about your lives, you know, and kind of envision how things came back together. I started watching a documentary of a man named Ram Dass, and his real name was Richard, and he was a Harvard researcher that got fired. But anyway, he talked about being in, I forget exactly where he was, but he was in, you know, meditation for months. and he talked about visualizing for like hours of the day, which I thought was kind of interesting, but I don't think anybody needs to do that, but just sitting down and making some practice with pen to paper about the things that you want to bring towards you, and you are going to be doing it. You've got this Two of Wands, you've got both the 2 and the 3 here, and you're bringing in, you know, you're bringing in the material stuff, but you're also bringing in options. And I think you're going to have, like I said, you're going to have some different projects coming forward at work, and those are going to keep you busy, but they're going to be financially rewarding. So if you're worried at all about money, the money will be coming in. You know, and again, you've got these cards here too as clarifiers. The Emperor, you've got the confidence coming forward. And that Knight of Wands, I think this is that ex where he or she is going to kind of come rushing in out of nowhere almost, you know, because I almost think they're getting impatient with this. How can I figure out how to casually run into them when we're all quarantined? That's not going to work. I feel like they're kind of having this dialogue in their head, having kind of a committee meeting there. But anyway, I want to give you too an Asking It Is Given card. We are all co-creators within a diverse universe. So we don't all want the same things, you guys. You can have, do, or be anything, and there's enough for all of us. Every physical being on your planet is your partner in co-creation. And if you would accept that and appreciate the diversity of beliefs and desires, all of you would have more expansive, satisfying, and fulfilling experiences. So you're all co-creating. You're co-creating with me today, and I love you so much for that. So I will be back in about a week for your mid-month check, and I hope you have a great week ahead.